I think that Ariana Grande needs to put more thought into how to add 1/2 an ounce of fat back onto her body than she does thinking about President Trump being impeached. Obviously, she's in the middle of a crisis. I'm sorry, but this woman looks ill. She is beyond skinny. She looks dangerously thin. And someone needs to do an intervention to help her. I'm not saying this to be snarky. I genuinely think someone needs to help this woman. She's obviously troubled. And I think weighing in on this is just her latest folly. She was caught on camera a couple years ago saying, "I hate Americans." Now here she is talking about Trump needing to be impeached. There's a lot that went on, I think, on that Nickelodeon set that's never been fully threshed out. And I think Ariana Grande should work on her own well-being and keep her constitutional thoughts to herself.
Well, that was gross in multiple directions all at the same time. I don't know where to begin. The assertion that I guess Ariana Grande was abused when she was a kid, and so she should shut up about politics because of that. That's a whole thing that we can discuss. The idea that you are not allowed to repost a congresswoman's tweet unless Megyn Kelly thinks you have the right body fat percentage. Like if Megyn Kelly doesn't think you're doable, you don't get to have thoughts about the constitutionality of a president bombing Iran. That's strange as well. The fact that that is what Megyn Kelly led with at all. That Megyn Kelly, a woman in political news who knows how women in politics and media are treated, deciding to not only do it and not just to be snarky, she makes clear, no, she seriously believes that Ariana Grande should shut the hell up unless she gets to the right level of plumpness for Megyn Kelly. Then perhaps she can have a political opinion, but don't err on the wrong side of that line, because if you, from the point of view of perhaps Laura Loomer, if you're an AOC and now suddenly you're too heavy, you also don't get to have a political opinion. So do you see how this works on the right? That a woman asserts that you're too skinny, that another woman asserts that you're too fat, and either way, shut the hell up about your politics. And to be clear, all Ariana Grande did was this. She posted in her story on Instagram something that AOC had tweeted, among many other things that's it. Now, I have this crazy belief that it's your goddamn right as an American, whether you're famous or not, skinny or not, whatever, that you can post what you think about politics. But that is not the position on the right. No, it is a pervasive, never-ending cancel culture. I guess what Ariana Grande did was just politically incorrect. She shouldn't have done it. She should have focused on herself, Elliot. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, how dare her, being Ariana Grande. I think we have had the Overton window for a long time, and now we have the Ozempic window where you have to have a little bit more but not too much. Otherwise, you have no right to talk about anything. I love this stuff, man. When the right wing freaks out about celebrities, it's always a celebrity whose political opinion they don't like. And the jumping from like the potential abuse that she suffered at Nickelodeon, which I watched that documentary, Quiet on Set, and it is pretty unnerving. But to draw a direct line between that and her ability or lack thereof to have a political opinion, it reminds me of that meme of Charlie from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where he's got like the red lines going everywhere. Like it doesn't really make any sense. And then she's going, well, I'm not trying to be snarky, but it's like, no one thinks you're trying to be snarky, Megyn Kelly. You're not coming off snarky. You're coming off like a mean girl. That's it. You can try to wrap it up in like being snarky and this like, pseudo concerned like temperament, like, oh, you're just looking out for her well-being. It's so just condescending. Yeah. And Ariana Grande is probably living her own life on her phone like all of us and developing political opinions that do not mesh with the right wing. And they just can't handle that. They don't like people being online and not falling in to their algorithms that make them, more and more in an echo chamber.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like she's clearly not trying to be snarky. What she's trying to be is whatever she has to be for right wingers to watch her. Yeah. That's what she's trying to be. And never forget, Megyn Kelly did not think that this was how her life and career was going to hash out. She thought, well, I'm leaving Fox News. I'm now one of the regular people. I get to be on daytime TV. Forget all that conspiratorial right wing stuff. Now I'm going to be interviewing celebs. It's going to be great. Oops, that didn't work out. So what do I got to say? What position do I have to have? And by the way, I am I think I have a little bit of empathy to someone who wants to be on the right in media as a woman. You have to use your position to make them feel better about their attacks on women. And so that's what she does. Megyn Kelly is constantly attacking women in a misogynistic fashion because that's what she has to do to get the right to give a damn about what she thinks. If she was just talking about tax policy or whatever, do you think anyone would care? That's not what right-wing media is about. It's about you weaponizing your position to make them feel better about the hierarchy that they feel comfortable with. And so setting her aside, just returning to Ariana Grande, who again has the same right that everyone does to tweet about politics or whatever. So she has posted other things. So she posted this, I believe it's a sign from the No Kings protest. Could someone explain which crimes get you deported and which ones get you elected president? I think it's a great point. And by the way, she also talks about gender affirming hormonal replacement therapy right there. Don't let Megyn Kelly know that she posted about that. It'll be a whole big thing. I'm not really familiar with that quiet on set thing, but let's say that she has experienced abuse. Let's say that she, like far too many people and especially women, experience abuse at the hands of powerful and wealthy men. Wouldn't that make it more important that she speak out when our country is being wrecked by powerful, abusive, wealthy men, not less? I don't know. Like again, I haven't seen the documentary, Elliot, but what do you think?
John, you're doing this thing where you're thinking things through, and I think that's where you went wrong. You want to just take things at face value and go from there. What you're doing is putting two and two together, and that's like antithetical to their whole process. And also, in terms of this Ariana Grande thing, this photo that Megyn Kelly shows to sort of dismiss her political opinions as a result of the way she appears, that's like the one photo that everybody uses. Yeah. It's the one photo of Ariana Grande where they can go, see, and it's an unflattering photo, but it's one photo. And they base their entire dismissal of this person off of one photo that they can prop up and make into their entire reality. It's really quite clever.
Yeah. And by the way, and along the way, so the context is we have been hammering you women for decades to get skinnier. But God help you if you ever go too far. So there's that. And then there's also the never having to learn from any of what they've already done. So Megyn Kelly, this is not her first foray in attacking women based on their appearance. Does anyone remember when she was attacking Erin Moriarty? Erin Moriarty is the actress most notably from The Boys. And she did this same exact thing. It wasn't about like you shouldn't have political opinions. It was just, I'm gonna attack you because I don't think you're as hot as you used to be. And that's what I'm gonna use my goddamn platform for. Erin Moriarty now comes out and says that she has Graves' disease and she's been dealing with this. Now, I don't know if that's the cause for whatever change in her appearance she believes that she had or whatever. But like, is it possible that Ariana Grande had some sort of health issue, or that she was suffering from pervasive stress from the constant critiquing of everything that she does and every way that she looks and everything? But no understanding. Megyn Kelly never has to be a better version of herself. She can just sit there in her studio and attack everyone else. That's what she can do.
Yep.
Anyway, with that said, remember, Brett says, remember when Trump said she had blood coming out of her wherever? No, but that's the thing, Brett. Trump taught her how you're supposed to deal with women if you want to be successful on the right. And Megyn Kelly has learned that lesson, and now she does it to other women.